Let's go for another exclusive interview where we ask the real questions.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions.
And get the real answers from the artists themselves.
Oh, man, it's going down.
This is Holla-Fest Radio exclusive interview.
Turn it up, fool.
All right. I know we got... Yo, BIZZLE, you on the line right now?
Yeah, I'm good.
You was hyped listening to the show, right? You got caught up listening to the show or something,
Hey,
right?
yeah. Who was that you just played, like, the song before this last one?
That was a track called I'm a Christian, man, featuring Hisa Lee, Seda, K-Drama. It was a track featured on holyculture.net. That's the first time. Is that your first time listening to that track? That's the first time you heard that track?
Yeah, first time.
Man, that's crazy. Check this out. One of the artists that was featured on that track, he's in the chat room right now, man. So that's a great thing, man. This is the first time you heard that track. So that's a blessing, man. Listen, we got a lot to talk about, man. I don't even know where to begin, bro. But first of all, let me just tell you thank you, man. Taking out the time to jump on Holla-Fest Radio. Right now, you are live in New York City and all over the world. Everybody's listening. Let me also say this. The numbers, as far as those tuning in, have been the highest right now ever since Holla-Fest Radio even opened. Right now, highest number. I'm telling you what I know. The chat room locked out. It's crazy tonight. Talk to us, man.
Man, I'm just glad, man. I'm just glad God can use me in the way that He's using me right now. And I know some of y'all might not understand it, but I mean, sometimes I don't understand it, but it is what it is, and I just have faith He won't let me do anything I'm not supposed to do.
All right. Now listen, our interviews is interactive with the online community, with the fans, and so some questions are going to be my questions and Holla-Fest Radio's questions, and occasionally I might ask some questions from some of the fans or just the listeners that are asking in the chat room. So so that way everybody is happy and able to kind of like dialogue with you and just hear your heart and in your mind. Is that all right, bro?
Yeah, that's fine. That's what's up.
All right, so first and foremost, man, your name is not Lavish. It's BIZZLE.
Nah.
Why?
Yeah, it is BIZZLE.
Why was it thrown out there as Lavish? When they got confused with your label, or where did that originate? Because even I thought it was Lavish, man, but it really, in reality, is not.
What happened was, like, at first I didn't know who Lavish was, and I looked like, man, who is this? But it's because I'm saying LAV, which is lavish, and then I'm saying YFS for Young Fly and Save. And I guess but the thing is, I said BIZZLE right before it went into the joint. I was like BIZZLE, and nobody caught it.
I guess that happens, man. But it's all right. And lavish, aka BIZZLE, it's all good, man. You are the dude to talk to right now, man. You are causing, or rather the song that you put out on the internet is causing quite a buzz, man. The first time I heard it, it was on thesouth.com. I woke up the next day and it was everywhere. And I'm not talking about Christian websites. I'm talking about secular rap. I saw it on worldstarhiphop.com. I saw it on 50 Cent website on thisis50.com. I even saw it on some questionable, kind of like some let's just be real, some sexual type. You can see the websites on the Google search engine. You can kind of see the website names of where it's being featured. Man, I saw it. It's everywhere. How do you feel right now? You are like the hottest topic in holy hip hop, and even in some respects in some secular arenas, as far as a Christian just with some nice flows, literally just I wouldn't say going at JAYZ, but literally opening a dialogue. How do you feel right now with this overwhelming response of everybody? Talk to us.
That's exactly how I feel. Actually, I feel kind of overwhelmed. I mean, I'm in prayer constantly because I'm walking around with this feeling in my stomach like, man, I don't know how they're gonna take to me. I mean, I spoke from my heart. I spoke up. You know what I'm saying? I did what, I mean, even before, believe it or not, before I wrote it and before I've been writing lately, I pray that I don't just say anything, you know what I'm saying, that's going to make the kingdom look bad or whatnot. But on that record, it was just like I had enough. And like I said, some people might say I went about it the wrong way. I'm not sure I went about it 100% the right way, but I had to stand up for Jesus, and nobody in the game was doing it. Nobody was. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let me ask you this. Okay, you just said that you feel maybe to a certain extent that you might have done it the wrong way. Why do you say that? Is it because of the response that the Christian community is giving to you, and you kind of like are having second thoughts, or you put it out there knowing? So really, why do you say that? I really want to know, because I want to know. I really do want to know. And the fans want to know. Talk to us.
It does have to do with the way the Christian community is taking to it, because I thought they would cheer me on, or like, you know what I'm saying, they would feel happy that somebody stood up for Jesus, and I stood up, and then it's like I'm getting rocks from both ends. So you know what I'm saying, but I'm also getting a lot of love, but that's the reason. And then I know, like, before I went in, I was like, I know I'm kind of not supposed to, as a Christian, take that aggressive route, but at the same time, I'm not perfect, and I grew up on the side of things where JAYZ and the TIs and them grew up, so I know how to go that route, and a little of that showed in my aggression on the track. But you know what I'm saying, I didn't take it as far as to start cussing and being super disrespectful. But I felt like there was certain things that people needed to know. You know what I'm saying, or at least I could plant that seed, and they could start doing their research and start just paying attention to what the hip-hop game is putting in your face.
Definitely, and excuse me, and I kind of agree. I understand from the viewpoint of where you're coming from that end, you know what I'm saying, of, you know, being a secular rapper, because obviously you've been doing secular hip-hop before this track towards JAYZ and some of the occultic symbolism that goes on in his latest videos that has really nothing to do with hip-hop, you know what I'm saying, but, you know what I'm saying, so I understand coming from that perspective why you would do that, you know what I'm saying, because I guess you might have been looking at it from a perspective that this is the only way I'm going to get their attention, like kind of like go to that level enough so that way there's some relevance and they can understand, okay, this dude is, okay, this is real street for us rather than being churchy, you know what I'm saying, so you kind of like use the N-word, you kind of like really went in, and obviously what I notice is the secular arena or realm, they're really taking a liking to this track. It's the Christians that is really acting up, man. Talk to us about that, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, I did it. I kind of did it to reach those people. It wasn't a record, is not a Christian record per se. It's for the people who listen to hip hop and listen to JAYZ. You know what I'm saying? And up until, it's not like I've just not been listening to JAYZ for a long time. I just stopped months ago. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When I started doing a little research, and then he did Jesus, and then I actually went back and heard some other songs, and too many dots start connecting. I mean, I can't just 100% say I know, because I don't know JAYZ personally. That's why the song is called Explaining the Dude. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, just explain why it looks like that to your fans, because that's not cool for those of us who are Christian or we praise God, and you know what I'm saying, you gotta let us know who we dealing with. And then let us see, okay, I want to still listen to JAYZ, or like a lot of people that stop listening to JAYZ for that reason, you gotta give them the freedom to make that choice. And I don't think it's fair if you don't.
You know, when we spoke, I was speaking with somebody, from Ivan from KingdomSwag.com, you know what I'm saying? Actually, shout out to KingdomSwag.com. They made this interview all possible. I mean, he knew you, and he was able to make the connection. Shout out to him. We had a conversation about this, you know what I'm saying? Let's just be real. A lot of Christian kids in church, you know, listen to JAYZ. And for some reason, their parents or the church have not been able to really free them from disassociating them from secular music. I know a lot of Christian kids, or I've heard a lot of youth pastors share that a lot of their, you know, youth in their church is just listening to JAYZ, and no matter how much they've tried to kind of get them away from you know, listening to Jay-Z, and, you know, and that